is getting comfortable with your own company. Yeah? Today's video is going to be about self-actualization or self-actualizing, and I'm just going to talk a bit about it, talk about what it means, talk about what it is, talk about how to achieve it, and also talk about my own journey, like me starting my own journey into self-actualizing and why I'm starting it and why I feel like it's important for people to kind of do in their daily lives, especially as like creatives or especially as someone who wants something bigger, more in life. So yeah, self-actualization. The meaning of self-actualization is the realization of one's potential and full development of one's abilities and appreciation for life. The practice comes from the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I think, but I'll put all the links down below of where it comes from. I found it, I think about last year, I think it was about summer last year I found it, and there's different parts to it. There's different sections to his theory and to his psychology of it, basically, and the top section is basically self-actualizing. The reason why I wanted to get into self-actualization and going into that route is just because I kind of want to like make sure that I'm not putting myself down or resenting things that I've done, or looking at my successes as unimportant, or like that's something that is not actually gonna. Basically, I just want to make sure that I'm not putting these limiting beliefs onto my each venture that I want to do, and making sure that I am mentally like stable enough to be like, okay, if anything bad happens, that's okay. Like whatever happens in each of my ventures, in YouTube, in dancing, in everything else that I want to do, then if anything goes wrong or if anything happens, then I can in myself be like, okay, that's fine, like on to the next thing, or carry on, keep going, instead of having something happen and then I reach this wall. To learn to accept everything that happens, or the good or the bad, and kind of roll with the punches, really, instead of putting each situation into like distraught despair or like stress, or like just making the situation worse for yourself in the long run. I feel like that's something that I needed when I started my YouTube channel before. As soon as I started it, as soon as I started posting videos in my head, I'd have these negative thoughts come into my head, and I'd be like, but what if, maybe if I, or da 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 da, and then like I would start spiraling into these negative thoughts, and then seeing the numbers that I was getting, even though I was getting bigger numbers than I am right now, but to me, I thought like I needed to be getting 10k or this because that's what I see on YouTubers like views right now. But I was just negatively affecting the situation because I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see like firsthand. I was just kind of seeing it grow very, very slowly, and I didn't see people reacting like the way that I thought that it would, and it kind of threw me back. And I was like, oh, I thought people would be like, oh, you're starting a YouTube channel, I will support you. But it's obviously it's going to be the opposite effect. But in my head, I thought that the people around me would be like, yes, I'm going to support it, I'm going to share it, but I was like thinking very naively in that sense, because I wasn't actually, beforehand, I don't think I wasn't ready for the things that would like come with making YouTube, and come with like, I was just ready for the hype. I was ready for the good times. I was ready to give videos and give content and give like ideas and give knowledge to people, but I kind of wanted something back from that, because I feel like I was putting something out, so I'd get something back from it. But that isn't always the case with life, as all of us know. But yeah, that was how I saw it like 2 years ago, even a year ago, and sometimes even now when I start things, I'm like, it's kind of instant gratification. I was about to say it in American, instant gratification. It's kind of like instant gratification in a sense, because you feel like, okay, I'm putting this out now. I should get this reaction from everyone else. And when you don't, then it's like, whoa. Like, you don't expect it, and you kind of put yourself back because you're like, oh my gosh, everyone else around me is doing this, I'm doing this, I'm not getting to where I want to be. Like, you can just put yourself down so much by having that mindset, and by pushing yourself backwards, and just negatively affecting your journey in that way. And that's why I stopped YouTube for like a long time, but I digress. Some of the things that will help once you start self-actualizing is you start appreciating every outcome that comes from what you're doing, or the people, like just what you're doing really, and you'll start to like see them as all good things, even if they're bad. Like, you'll see, even if someone leaves your life, or if someone says something about you that isn't particularly nice in a way, then you'll kind of, instead of just seeing, oh, this person thinks I'm negative, or oh, this is going bad, you'll be like, okay, let me see the other side of it, and let me be like, actually, this may be the reason why, or actually, this is good because this person leaving is good because now I can focus on this, or me not being in this group means that I can do this now. Like, you have to be like, I really appreciated what has happened to me. I really appreciated what I've got out of this situation. But now I'm in this situation, and I need to kind of figure out a way to be grateful for this situation, and to like grow in that next state, and just carry on happier, and not even happier, just more content, knowing that you've left something, or something's left you, that you can now progress into something else, or further into something else. And I feel like that's something that a lot of us nowadays, we're so quick to leave things. People are so quick to leave things because it isn't like providing for them in a certain way, like right away, that I feel like it's kind of, I don't know if I'm talking about the same thing, but forgive me if I'm going off on a tangent, but I feel like people kind of leave things so quickly because they don't get that quick satisfaction, or they don't get that quick like gratification that they're doing the right thing. Me, myself included, don't worry, I do the exact same thing sometimes, but I feel like we're just so, as a society, we're so quick to be like, okay, this isn't providing me the way that I want to, I'm just going to leave. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time on this or this or this. But then you have to think about it, like, if you don't stay in that situation, if you don't appreciate that situation, then you're kind of missing out on different opportunities in your life, and different places to grow, and different people to meet, and different people to understand, and it's just a lot. It is a lot to like kind of digest. But yeah, I feel like that's one thing that we struggle as a society today, and it's something that is kind of hurting us as we keep going along, because we're missing out on these amazing opportunities to meet people, to do things, to go out and like achieve things that we didn't think that was in like our reach, basically. But excuse me, I need some water, girl, I'm thirsty. Another thing is getting comfortable with your own company. I don't know why I did that, but yes, getting comfortable with your own getting comfortable with your own company. Now that is a key thing right there. That is the key. I feel like I feel like I was comfortable with my own company, but I also felt like I needed to be around people to achieve something. I still think that's me right now, but I feel like I'm just a relational person, like in terms of growth. I feel like I need people to grow, but I also need to remember that I need to grow myself by myself. I just need to grow by myself and learn lessons by myself and go through things by myself before I can bring other people into it, because that can just be messy when you have other people. Trust me, girl, I know. I've been through it. Before you have other people like in your journey, sometimes being by yourself is really the key thing. And your own space is the best space, hands down. Like being by yourself and having your own space, having your own time, scheduling your own time for yourself is something very, very, very important as well. Really allows you to understand and sit down and think. And sometimes I feel like people are very scared to think when it comes to their own time, because they're scared of the things that are going to come up. They're scared of all the thoughts that are going to come through their head. But it's that time that you need to really go through everything and figure out like where you're going in life and what you're doing, and if you're doing the right things for yourself. And you just really get to like sit in and check in with yourself. And I feel like having a scheduled time for yourself, like it could be on a Sunday, it could be on a Monday, it could be on whatever day, but scheduling it for yourself so that you have that time to be like, okay, this is my time where I can do like, have like a self-care Sunday. Baby, go check that video out. Self-care Sunday, or even just like a day where you can sit down with your notebook and pad, write down everything that comes on your head, journal, write down your thoughts, write down your goals, write down your ideas, and just like get everything out, just so that it's not all crept up in your head. Because as much as spending time with other people is great, like I feel like you can just get so lost in other people's business, other people's worries, other people's stresses, other people's dramas, that you kind of forget about yourself quite a lot. And I feel like a lot of people these days are very caught up in everyone else's business before themselves. And that is something that I feel like can be very scary, because some of the things that you can say to someone or accidentally do to someone can lead to the other person feeling worse. Like if you don't spend that time by yourself to really like grow and like fertilize different parts of what you want or where you want to go, or if you don't get that time to yourself, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing other people around you a disservice, because you're then projecting what's in your head to other people, and kind of gets messy once that happens. But anyways, that's like a number one for me. I need my own time. I feel like I know when I need my own time, because I'm just like, right, I need to go. Like, it's gotta go. I will sit in my room, have food, chill, watch something, or just like write down in my journal or whatever, if I feel like I'm just too on edge or too stressed out or too like I can't be around people right now. Another thing is appreciating the small things in life. Appreciating just being able to breathe, being able to walk, being able to see the sky, to being able to see your loved one, being able to smell food, being able to touch, like just literally the smallest things. Just don't think about the material things that you have, like your laptop or your bags or shoes or whatever. Like, yeah, it's great to have those things. They are an extension of your personality, yes, but your inner being you have to just appreciate everything, like the way you just breathe. Like, just think about it. We're so lucky as people just to even have oxygen, just to even have water, like the littlest things. And sometimes I'll be looking outside, I'll be like, damn, I'm lucky, man. Like, I may not be in the best situation in terms of financially or in terms of whatever at the time, but I really have to like remind myself that I'm just so grateful for where I am. I could be in a worse situation than this right now. Actually, I didn't even think about that part. I just say thank you for what I have right now. Thank you to be able to be a person, to be living, to be alive, and to have the people around me that I do, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be in. But that just goes straight back to I know I'm doing all these crazy hand movements. I feel like I've got more space, so I have to fill up the camera. But yeah, I feel like that leads back up to appreciating, accepting, and learning to, does it kind of? I don't know. But yeah, just appreciating the little things that you have in life is the best. And I just love some food. Every time I get food, I get so happy. But anyways, let me stop. Let me stop on that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make this kind of short video on that. I feel like it's just a little reminder for you guys to just really like hone in on yourself. And I feel like the best way to do this whole self-actualizing thing is to write it down. Like, if I have like a kind of like a format to do it, then I might put it down on my video. But write everything down. Just write things down, honestly, because it helps get everything off your mind. It helps get stress out your mind. It helps you figure out what you want to do, who you want to be, where you want to go, how much money you want to have, whatever it is that you want. Like, it just helps you see it on paper. And I have so many things that I've written in here, and my mind can change like every day. My mind can change every year, but just know that I've written what I want and who I want to be, where I want to go, how I'm feeling and it's down on paper. Helps me it just relieves like the tension and the stress that I have on a day-to-day, because it can be a lot. There's a lot going on in your head, and I know for a fact there's a lot going on in my head. Like, I'm a full overthinker, overworrier, and the rest of the, I don't know if this is an accurate excuse me, I don't know if this is an accurate diagram of it, but the bottom is the psychological needs, the second to that is safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, and then self-actualization is at the top. But yeah, he has like a whole thingy on it. If you want to read like his thingy, then you can. But I'll put everything that I've found underneath on the what's it called again, on the description thing below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you get to like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.